Shalom. I'm just going to make a video called The Messenger of YAH and talk about who's spoken about, not this so-called New Testament that people got. We call this subject the Messenger of Yahuwah. Most people know this is an angel of the Lord in their Bibles. Who is the Messenger of Yahuwah? Special thanks to Troy Miller for a few minutes to make his comments on the text, and we'll look at it herein, and for this challenge to rethink this issue. As we study these texts, it will be evident that there is a clear separation between the messenger of Yah and Yahuwah himself. New Testament believers do not like to talk this because it's contradictory to their belief, their belief that anywhere you see in this phrase in the Tanakh is referring to Yeshua or Yahashua, whatever you want to call him, Jesus, according to them. What is really funny is that 2 Samuel 14 and 17, we see that David, is called the Malachim or Alahim, and see 19 and 27 also. That's what it's saying in abbreviation. This is the messenger of the mighty one. So Dawood or David, Yah himself, obviously not. In that very same text, Dawood or David is also called. The readers will notice that in the context phrasing is very important. Yah can choose to appear however he desires, be it at a pillar of fire or as a person, as with Abraham and Rasherit in Genesis 18 verses 1 and 3, and then wrestling with Yaakov, and then you go to Genesis 32 and 24 and 25 to read that, and it says we would have no qualms accepting Yah appearing as a messenger. The phrase messenger of Yah appears a great many times throughout the Tanakh of the Torah, wherever you want it, the Tanakh or the Tanakh or the Torah, or there are only a handful of texts that seem to show this is the messenger of Yah himself. So far, we have been seeing no proof to that fact. There is only one text that we could give the impression, and it is a responsible possibility to let us to take an honest look. In Genesis 16 verses 1 and 6 shows Yah directly speaking to Hagar, and then Yah 7 verses 14 talks differently though. In the messengers of Yahuwah appears and speaks to her in the first person of Yah. Now if Yah was speaking directly to her in the verses 1 and 6, and why is the change in the sending of the messenger in the verses 7 and onward? Those were some of the mental athletics we went through into attempt to understand this subject without being biased. The troublesome part of separating the messengers of Yah from Yah himself, verses 13 and verses 13 shows Hagar call upon the name of Yahweh who spoke to her, and call him the mighty one who seems her. In the scripture, messages of the prophet often speaks in the first person representing Yah himself, which is why we have reluctant to publish that this messenger of Yahuwah is literally Yahuwah come in the form of a messenger, an angel. We have never wanted to publish falsehood or blasphemy. Certainly, it is difficult, but it's possible to attempt to separate the messenger of Yahuwah or from Yah himself because of the people's bias to the New Testament thinking. It is hard for people to understand that the concept of the messenger belief on the behalf of the Yah and the Tanakh of the others. I find that the text of the Basra and then Genesis convincing everyone, and it says 16:13, it says Hagar called upon the name of Yahuwah who spoke to her. This is no way supports the New Testament belief of Yeshua Jesus is the angel of the Lord in their Bibles. I was believing to him, and obviously Yah is the one who spoke to Hagar, but he did also to his messenger. But it would be hard to say who spoke to her from the absolute question refers to Yah himself. Absolutely without question referred to Yah himself. I believe the emphasis on this fact that Yah spoken to Hagar, and it's hard to say it was Yah himself as a messenger in the text. Why mention the messenger if it was Yah himself? And Genesis 22 and 11:15, of course, of the Akdia or binding, or Yestazah is Isaac, and Yahuwah appears right in time to stop Abraham in the Hebrew from slaughtering his son Isaac on the altar in verses 11. Again, the messenger speaks in the first person. And that's explaining the first part of it, so I'm going to read the second part of it. And it says, the voice of Yah speaking to Abraham once is suggesting that this does not mean the messenger is literally Yah. This is our belief. In verse 14, Abraham calls upon the name of place of not the messenger of Yahuwah, Yaral, commonly Yiril, or something like that, by inference from, one might say that is Yah in the messenger interacting of Abraham, the Hebraic tongue in his name Abraham, and that's why he named the place of Yahuwah Yirah. But one cannot make such a claim with absolute certainty because the text did not say that. In verse 15 and 16, a messenger appears again and refers to the word of Yahuwah who wears Abraham. Only Yah is the one who swears the people an oath and promised throughout the Tanakh Old Testament. This is true. And it was something that Troy Miller gave us onto this text. But the messenger said that this was the word according to from Yah. The messenger would not have to say that if the messenger is in this text was Yah himself. So in our mind, this text is not the proof to use that Yah came in form of a messenger either. That's what they say. It's another clue. The messenger either. They said came the messenger. I said either, and okay, I almost lost my place. Clearly, this text only shows a messenger who relates to the words of Yah swearing to Abraham. It is not the messenger swearing Abraham. When we get to chapter 18, our topic becomes a little bit more difficult. Verse 1 states that Yah appeared to Abraham. It then goes on to say that 3 males people appear to be meet with him. So the people here is whether Yah is one of those 3 males or not. That is difficult to say. We have to allow for the possibility that Yah was one of the messengers, males who appeared to Abraham, the Basaret, and Genesis 18. And mind you, this text does not say that Abraham saw the face of Yah. He simply bowed before the 3 males, and Yahweh was in this mix either as one of the 3 or as the 4th party. The text does not say, but it should be noted us verses 1 and verses 22 shows a separation between the 3 males of Yah. The separation is possible for the people to see, but a lot of people are so unwillingly because they are determined to believe Yah is the messenger in the text. In this text, another possibility is that these messenger only represent Yah, and therefore, if it says that Yah is spoken to Abraham, the messenger is representative. Do you consider it a problem if Yah appeared to the person as one of us? We do not deny that the events and prophecies of scriptures are accurate historically and archaeologically. So we have to accept what the rest of the Tanakh states. We do accept that Yah as a sovereign creator and may do as he pleases. If he really did appear as a messenger to speak to Abraham, we would not have a problem with that. But it is our view that there is a clear separation in verses 22 between Yah and his messengers. And this is a good article. Check this out. The website I told you from the video, what's wrong with the New Testament. I'm not going to get all in this article. It's a deep article, and I'll try to get Revelation Still in fiction. That will be my next topic. I don't know when I'm going to do that one. So again, with that, I want to say, may Yahuwah bless you, get the understanding of the knowledge and the wisdom of Yah. So with that, I want to say shalom.